might be a really lucky Pokemon Go trainer. I'm not gonna lie. I'm the most hyped for this update than I ever have been for any other Pokemon Go update. You're gonna think that's absurd, but I'm gonna tell you in this video why that is. So, while I'm doing this Team Rocket Grunt, I'm gonna go over a little story. Dude, I went downstairs, go grab my pizza, and it's a barbecue chicken, by the way, if you're curious. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Dude, not expecting this update. I open up Pokemon Go. I get a notification for Shadow Ho-Oh. Now, if you guys don't know, Ho-Oh is one of my top 3 favorite Pokemon of all time. In my favorites, it's the only shiny Pokemon that I've never caught as of yet. When it comes to my favorites, Lucario, Chansey, and Ho-Oh. Now, look. Ho-Oh, I would say, to be honest, Ho-Oh might just be my favorite shiny. I think it looks beautiful. I remember seeing the old, one of the old Ash movies and just seeing, or one of the old Pokemon movies and seeing Ho-Oh in it. I'm like, this is sick. And seeing the shiny looked even cooler. And for years, I've been trying to find ways to get Ho-Oh. And every single time I've been actually trying to do it, it's never in Pokemon Go. So they added it in Shadow Raids for the weekend that's coming up. And I was thinking in my head, I'm like, oh, you know, kind of darn-ish because it's in Shadow Raids. That's what I was like, rip Nard's crap. And I was actually going to make a counters video anyways, but I held off on it because I was like, you know what? I'm just going to look at all the counters and just realize I'm not going to be able to do it until I see this. I saw actually, my friend Chris sent me this. I'm going to read you what Niantic that said themselves. Trainers, for the first time in Pokemon Go, the first time ever, this is absurd. Remote raid passes can be used to participate in the Shadow Raids during Fashion Show Week, taking over in Ho-Oh Shadow Raid Day. So, you might be thinking, oh, maybe you could do Registeel. I don't care about Registeel. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Dude, Shadow Registeel, womp womp. I already got one, you know what I mean? Ho-Oh, we can do Shadow Ho-Oh raids with remote raid passes. Now look, I've heard that we will, I'll show you what the Pokemon Go news says itself. But dude, that's absurd. If you guys don't know, every single time I talk about Shadow Raids, I always think, why not them try and do remote raids? Like, what if you can only do 5 Shadow remote raids instead of the normal 20 on those days? Or, you know, why not be able to do 2 or 3? Like, I've always been a big fan of why not can we just do a bit of Shadow raids? That's what I was hoping. I was like, why can't we, you know, do that? That's kind of my thought in my head. I've always thought that. And they came out with this. And they also said Pokemon caught from 5-star Shadow Raids during this event may also have higher attack, defense, and HP. Potential easier for Shundos. Are we not hearing how absurd that sounds? I am so excited it's not even funny. I am so excited for this. I mean, how crazy is it that, I know it's not because of me, but it's just the fact that it's my favorite Pokemon in Pokemon Go, the shiny wise. And for the first time ever in who knows how long we've had Shadow Raids, that they're first introducing remotes. That's amazing. Now, I want to show you as well on what it shows on Pokemon Go. Like what the news sound that we got for it. So I'm really excited and I want to show you guys this. So if we go to the news, this is what I saw. The take on Team Go Rocket with reinforcements. How fire is that? And another thing I brought up was, it's so cold outside, no one's going to be playing. So the fact that they did this, after I said it might not be possible, is it possible we could remote Dynamax raid? Yo, I might sound absurd. Okay, maybe, possibly. But we just got Shadow remote raids, and we thought that was going to be impossible. So you guys can let me know, do you guys think that change will ever happen? Me personally, I think it will. But I only think it will happen during Gigantamax raids, if they do it. But I want to read you on what Pokemon Go says themselves. Dude, this is so exciting. The battle against Team Go Rocket is heating up, and we found a brief window of opportunities to take them on in increased numbers. Join your friends to save Shadow Ho-Oh. For the first time, you can join your friends anywhere in the world with remote raid passes to save Shadow Pokemon during Fashion Show Takeover. Now, granted as well, the Shadow update, they're adding new Shadow Shinies, and honestly, bro, these are stacked too. I'm gonna keep it a buck. These are stacked too. But for the first time, you join your friends in remote raids. How crazy is that? Like, I'm trying to put it in words. Crazy. The change will only be in effect during the event. This is still a daily limit on remote raids. So, we're not going to get unlimited. We'll have 5 on normal days and 20 on raid days, which is fire, dude. That's so tough, bro. That's so tough. And then Shadow Pokemon changes. During Fashion Show Week taking over, Pokemon caught from the 1-star and 3-star Shadow raids will have a higher variance of attack, defense, and HP. More opportunities for Shandos. Dude. Oh my goodness. Because if you think of 1-star Grimer, that could be shiny. Magnemite's been in raids before, that could be shiny. Just a bunch of different Shundo or Hundo potentials. Super tough. Take advantage of this opportunity to help us take down Team Go Grunt. Bro, how tough is that? I think that is so fire. I cannot believe that they're actually doing this. That Pokemon Go is stepping up their game by a big shot and saying, remote raid, Shadow Ho-Oh, baby. That's so tough. That's so tough, man. I am more than ecstatic for Pokemon Go to bring this. Now, I want to also go over, since we're talking about shadows, what are going to be the new Shadow Shinies? Because we're getting new Shadow Shinies. Now, as right now, it is Beldum, which is kind of butt because we've already got it before, even though some people might need it, which is kind of cool. And then Sierra's Ralt, which is tough. And then Zigzagoon is, not Arlo, whatever the dude's name, bro, whatever. He has Zigzagoon, which is tough. So I'll actually show you all 3 of them. So first we have the Metagross. I evolved it already, but beautiful shiny. Then we have the Ralts as well, beautiful shiny. And then the Zigzagoon, which looks even crazier, which is funny. I did a Sierra today, and that wasn't shiny, but it's all good. The new shinies that will be coming out, which I'm super, super excited for, is, well, first off, Giovanni's going to have Shadow Palkia. So imagine this, but as a shadow. I'm really excited for this because I have 3 Rocket Radar, like the Super Rocket Radars. I have 3 of those. And I've been kind of waiting for a really good Pokemon since Cresselia and Heatran aren't really like my biggest fans of those. So I've held off on using them. So I'm really hoping that, I'll get a good Palkia because 1482 is the 100% IVs it looks like on here. So hopefully we get it. It would be really cool. And I want to go also, or I think it's 1482. It looks like it's weather boosted there, but I'm not sure. But, dude, the fact that we're getting a new legendary, I think is super sick. And the new Shadow Shinies. With the first one, we have Arlo. Arlo is going to have Shadow Shiny Alolan Grimer. I'm not talking this Grimer. This one is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. But we've already got the shiny before. So they one-upped it and gave us the Shadow Shiny Grimer, which I like this shiny way more. And the one thing I really like about this Pokemon in specific is how different the shiny look is. If you've watched my channel, I love when Pokemon Go gives us shinies that are completely different color. I feel like when they do that, it's just kind of like that cherry on top that I really appreciate when Pokemon Go does. And they're doing it here, which I think is super, super sick. The next one is even crazier. But I think before I show you that one, we're going to show Cliff. And that was the guy's name. If you commented saying, how do you not know Cliff? I know now. But Cliff is going to have Cubone. Oh, by the way, 100% IVs on Shadow Grimer, 309 CP. And then weather boosted is 510 CP. And that is for Arlo, Alolan Grimer. Now, let's go to Cliff. Cliff is going to have Cubone. This is a interesting but really cool looking one. Now, granted, Cubone does not really have a good Shadow Shiny look. Not Shadow Shiny look. The Shadow Shiny would look sick. I think the color difference is not. Look, if you look at the Pokédex and you see the difference, you have to really squint your eyes really hard, but it's still great shiny. Like, don't get me wrong, still gonna grind for it. And the third one, I don't even think I have this shiny. Oh, by the way, 100% is 229. Weather boosted is 378. Just to let you guys know. I don't even have the shiny of this version. I don't, which is crazy. I wish I did, but I don't think I have it. The Pokemon is Skorupi. Skorupi is a, how do you explain that? I don't even know how to explain the Pokemon. But the shiny is stunning. The Skorupi shiny is stunning. Beautiful. The 100% IVs is 20 or 227. Weather boosted is 403. This Skorupi shiny is probably my favorite out of the three. The pink look is so sick. It is so sick, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, imagine this kind of color, but a bit lighter on a Skorupi. It is so... Or imagine the Skip Bloom color, but on the Skorupi, on a Shadow Shiny. So tough, bro. So tough. I cannot believe how beautiful that is. That is amazing. And that is all the Shadow Shinies. So, I think the final thing is I'll go over the top counters when it comes to Ho-Oh. I think that's pretty important because Ho-Oh is one of those Pokemon where, you know, you're going to want to catch a million of them, right? I know I am. I know it's going to be so tough. But let's go over the best counters. But number one being Mega Tyranitar. Mega Tyranitar is always a fantastic Pokemon, but especially in the rock type form when it comes to Ho-Oh. Number two, if you don't have Mega Tyranitar, you could do Mega Aerodactyl. Now, Aerodactyl, I think, is a fantastic Pokemon as well. But personally, I think I'm going to try and use a Tyranitar if I have the candies for it. Number three is Mega Diancie. Now, I think unless you have rare candies and stuff like that, it's going to be kind of difficult for you to get Mega Energy for Mega Diancie. But Mega Diancie is a great Pokemon to use. Mega Rayquaza is decent with Dragon Tail and Ancient Power. Then we have Shadow Rhyperior, which I've always tried to get a Shadow Rhyperior. I don't even think I have one yet. I do not think I have a Shadow Rhyperior yet, which is unfortunate kind of, but I'm not worried about it. How do you spell Rhyperior? R-H, okay. No, oh, I have a couple actually. Fair enough. I need to get some rock type attacks on him then. Definitely. And then I can also take off frustration during this event because this event can take off frustration in the Team Rocket Takeover, which is sick. I really love when Pokemon Go keeps up with that. Then we have Shadow Tyranitar. Shadow Tyranitar is always fantastic, and I do have a Shadow Tyranitar, and that is great. Remember, rock types use those. Primal Kyogre is decent with Waterfall and Origin Pulse, and that's because obviously it's a fire type. So, you know, if you want to use a water type, I'd recommend that. However, I'd recommend for getting the Mega Boost using a rock type Mega Pokemon. Then we have normal Rhyperior is good. Tyrantrum. Number 9, surprisingly really good. I have a couple of those, but they have dragon type attacks. So what I might do is I might take off the dragon type attacks, add the rock type attacks on, just so I can be the best prepared for Ho-Oh. Number 10 is Shadow Aerodactyl, which unless you got it from a long time ago, I don't know how in the world you're going to get it. Maybe Shadow Aerodactyl will come out in raids just because it's a good counter against Ho-Oh. It's coming soon. That's not confirmed, but would be cool. Then we have normal Tyranitar. Obviously, I feel like that makes sense of it being really good. Terrakion, really good. Shadow Gigalith would be really good. Mega Ampharos, just because it has Power Gem. Stone Journer, if you're one of the 4 people that have it. Normal Aerodactyl. Shadow Regirock's decent, obviously for Rock Throw and Stone Edge. Gigalith, Incarnate Form Landorus, Shadow Zapdos, Rampardos, and Zekrom is kind of like those best type of counters. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just probably gonna use the Rhyperiors, the Tyranitars, and maybe the Primal Kyogre. For the most part, just use rock or water type, but preferably use rock type. So, that is your best counters for Ho-Oh. Now, I think you should tap into the really cool shiny that I caught right before I got to the gym. Well, as you guys can see, it is bright and early in the morning. I have a couple spawns that I want to check because I just want to try. Oh, first click. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is sick. That is a great way to start this morning. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Oh my goodness. What a great shiny to start off today. But I had some nice praising music to God, and now we catching a shiny on the recording. First click, that is awesome. So I was gonna talk about, there is a Dragonite raid, but it is so far that like I don't even know where I'd park to get it. You know what I mean? Like, but Ivy's, oh my goodness, and it's a good 2-star. Oh my goodness, love to see it, bro. Oh my goodness, that's great. All right, let's spin the Pokestop for sure. Definitely get our incubator of the day. I love doing this. Like, you just get like 1 incubator a day. What I'll probably do is I'll probably drive a bit slower in my neighborhood, you know, just to make sure I try and get these kilometers, because it'd definitely be cool to hatch on today. But I was gonna say that I wanted to check some of these spawns. I was not expecting the first one to be shiny. I had no clues there. But I want to also go to the news, kind of talk about kind of what's up with Pokemon Go. That's coming soon with the Lunar's New Year, because I didn't really talk about this, and I'm really excited for this. Every single time there's like the Lunar New Year's, they always do just amazing events for it. So I want to talk about what they're doing this year. So as you can kind of read, it says we're celebrating the new Lunar New Year in Pokemon Go. Looking forward to bonuses focused on luck, such as increased chances to get lucky Pokemon in trades and increased chances for shiny event-themed Pokemon, which every single time Pokemon Go adds like shiny boost to events, I think it just makes the event a million times better. And I'll kind of give you an example of like the New Year's, like our New Year's we got, not the Lunar one, the one that we got like a couple weeks ago. That event was amazing. We got so very much shinies. At least me personally, I caught like 9 shinies of costumes, which I usually don't catch that many. So I'm really glad the Pokemon Go is literally doing this for us, like being able to give us more shiny, increased chances. I think Pokemon Go knows how much more we enjoy events like this when there's increased shiny. So that's awesome. Also, it says more chances to collect more Zygarde cells, which if you don't have your Zygarde, which I don't think I have my full Zygarde, then possibly. It is also way too cold to do routes though, but we'll see when this event is. Oh, from the 29th to February 2nd. Yeah, I'll be in New York. I'm good. Will I? Maybe not. I don't know. No comment on that. But it's just event details. We get increased chance to get lucky Pokemon in trades, increased chance to become lucky friends. That's really cool. That is actually really cool. Increased chance of hatching a shiny nose pass from 2 kilometers. Now, I'm assuming it's because of the gold. Interesting. Hold on. That is odd. That is odd and odd. All right, well, wild encounters are Ekans, Onix, Snivy, Darumaka, and Dunsparce. My 2 I'd probably go for is Darumaka and Dunsparce. But there is, some trainers might encounter even Gyarados or Dratini. I would love to get Dratini. I think Dratini just has a beautiful shiny look at the pink. So I'm definitely going to grind for that. I think that's going to be a really cool one to go for. But in eggs in 2 kilometers, increased hatch shinies is Nose Pass. As well as Makuhita. Actually, I like Makuhita. That's a cool Pokemon. That'd be cool to get shiny. Meditite is really cool as well. Duskull's, it's alright. And then Scroopy, and Scroopy's really cool. So 2 kilometers are pretty stacked, I would say, in my opinion. Of course, there'll be field time research and time research and pay time research. But the pay time research will give you encounters with Ekans and Nose Pass, which both of those could be shiny. Then 1 incubator, which you'll be able to use on 3 different eggs, as well as 2 lucky eggs. And lucky eggs are always just great. And of course, they'll always do the Pokemon showcases. All in all, that is a pretty decent event for a 4-day event, or 29, 30, 31 to 2nd. Yeah, it is going all the way to 8 p.m. Pretty much a 4-day event. That's awesome. I like that Pokemon Go is kind of giving us kind of stacked event, if that makes sense. Because, like, just numerous chances to get shiny is super sick. I love that Pokemon Go is going out of their way to try and give us some really cool shinies to try and catch. Or hatch. Now, Diglets is something I'm really hunting for during this event. And as of so far, we have not got it. That's really funny that we got a Curlia on the first one. Because I've caught a Curlia already. And I will definitely take a second one. That is awesome. But that is, I cannot believe I caught that. But what I will do is spin that. And then what do we get for research? Power Pokemon 3 times. Don't really need that. Hopefully we get something event themed with this spot spin. Whatever you want to say the word is. That would be cool. Catch a Furfrou. You know what? That works because there's 3 around me. I have a couple Furfrou shiny things. I have like 5 as of right now. Definitely would be cool to try and get a shiny one of those. I'd take it. Same thing for Blitzel. Blitzel's spawning a lot. I'm really surprised to have not caught a shiny Blitzel yet. From how much it's spawning. You know what I mean? Not Furfrou shiny. I want to check the Blitzel and then the other Furfrou. Blitzel not shiny. I don't even know what Blitzel shiny looks like though. So even if I did get it, I would have no clue. Also, is Phalanx easy to do? Because I'm thinking about doing it, but it's also 400. And, like, Machamp costs 400, but Machamp's kind of easy. Maybe Machamp costs 400, right? Here's a 250. No, Bellum costs 400, and that was, like, kind of difficult. I don't know. Check the last Furfrou. Not shiny. I'm going to go hit the gym. Hopefully when I come out, possibly we'll do the blue incense. I'm not sure, though, because, again, it is... I don't know what the weather is, but it's windy. That's the thing. It's got like a breeze, you know?